This is incense, by the way. Oh, goodness. We are also going to go live. Hey, everyone. Okay, we're also going to go live on Facebook and Instagram. So bear with me a moment. Just have to situate myself. Okay. Welcome. Okay, we are live. Yay. Okay, I'm just going to let you guys know I am live in the comments section right here. Just go ahead and tell me where you are tuning in from. We are live on several different platforms. So going to say hello on Instagram real quick by throwing some love your way as well. Okay. So how are all of you? Wow. Got a little incense burning so we can get the good juju going. And I'm going to get right into today's topic. And I thought we could talk about the 7 Hermetic principles today and just go through them and kind of teach you guys how it can help you in every single aspect of your life, from finances to love to your health to basically everything in your life. So without further ado, so you guys, it is storming here. So I've got the fireplace vent going, so you might hear like loud thrusts of wind. I live on top of a mountain, so I live on top of a large hill, we'll say, and it gets kind of windy here. And those of you who don't know me, I am Andrea Cox, intuitive healer, holistic wellness coach. I believe our issues live in our tissues. I have authored 3 plant-based books. The most recent you can find in Target stores, Barnes & Noble, AndreaCox.com, and on Amazon. It's called Eat Right for Your Zodiac. And yeah, let's get into this. So the Hermetic principles, the 7 Hermetic laws, so to speak, and what they mean. And thank you for the hearts, and thank you for continuing to tell me where you're tuning in from, follows, etc. So the 7 Hermetic principles are really 7 Hermetic laws to abide by to ensure that good things come your way and that everything is karmically balanced. And this is kind of layman's terms. Those of you who have not read the Kabbalion, who have not studied the Emerald tablets and things of that nature, I'm kind of knocking the description down so everyone understands, no matter where you're from, who you are, what your background is. I'm giving it to you Andrea style. So the 7 Hermetic principles. Law number 1 is the law of mentalism. And what that means is our thoughts really do create our reality. And this is why it's so very important when we're going through a tough time to keep the body cleansed and clear, so the mind is clear and we're vibrating higher and we can overcome obstacles. So the law of mentalism is basically your thoughts create your reality. So if you're going through a tough time, very little money is coming in, etc., there's several things that are in these Hermetic principles that, can lead to more abundance. But say that's what you're going through. The law of mentalism is keep your thoughts positive. Even if, you know, your truck just got repossessed, you're getting thrown out of the house and you got to relocate and you don't know where you're going to go, keep your thoughts positive. It's leading to something better. And then I'm going to make more money. It's better on my astrocartography chart. Something of that nature. Keep your thoughts positive. Law of mentalism. Law number 2 is the law of correspondence. As above, so below. Okay, so a lot of people get this confused. They think it has to do with karma. There's actually another Hermetic principle that has to do with karma. But the law of correspondence is really everything that happens on this physical plane happens on other physical planes. Okay, so for example, everybody talks about, oh, the 3rd dimension, the 4th dimension, the 5th dimension, and how they're different dimensions. I believe they all exist at the same time because we're all existing in different dimensions. I know a lot of you, this is going to be hard to grasp. Save it, come back and watch it again. You may find that you watch this in a few months and it makes more sense to you. So with the law of correspondence, as above, so below, things occurring on different dimensions, it really means that we're all existing, like all past lives and things like that. The Akashic records, our past life scripts, etc., are really boiling down to bringing what is happening in this lifetime. So in other words, we're kind of paying for things from past lifetimes. That's why it's so important to do good in this world, in the here and now, so you don't accrue more and more, you know, karma, negative karma. So you only occur positive karma. So the law of correspondence, as above, so below. Come here, baby. Excuse me, one moment. Sorry, I forgot my little tool to show you the 3rd law. Okay, so the law of mentalism, you know, thinking positively, keeping your thoughts positive, and my dog got into a box of onions in my cupboard. The law of correspondence, as above, so below. Things are happening. What happens above happens below, right? So things we do in other lifetimes, things we do as we walk through portal doors, etc., it affects us in the here and now, right? It's kind of like we all have a choice to go one direction. It'll make our life go one way or another direction. Law of correspondence. The 3rd law, and the reason I brought one of my singing bowls over, is the law of vibration. This is actually my favorite Hermetic principle. It helped me along my healing journey a lot. I use it a lot with my clients. I use it a lot on Akashic record readings. I hope you guys can hear me. It's storming so bad. So thumbs up if you can hear me, because I don't even know if I'm still live on here. So the law of vibration is everything carries a vibrational frequency. So I always like to say the Egyptians actually built the pyramids solely off sound, the law of vibration. They use things like singing bowls. They use sound to get their energy to build the pyramids. So the law of vibration definitely is my favorite Hermetic principle. I find that music, sound, vibrational frequency is very important. with myself and my clients. I always have either a sound bath going on in the house from the time I wake up in the morning until the time I go to sleep, on YouTube, whatever. It balances the chakras. It gives us energy. Also, another way to look at the law of vibration, the third Hermetic principle, is when you meet someone and they're not on the same vibrational plane as you, right? You can't really connect with that person like you would like to, because maybe they're kind of suffering in a, I hope you guys can't see my polka dot socks. They're suffering in a lower vibrational state. Maybe they're not taking care of their body as much as they should be. So they're not on the same vibrational frequency as you. So law of vibration, very, very important one. The fourth Hermetic principle is the law of polarity. So the law of polarity is kind of like when you hear, well, nothing's really the truth because there's two sides to every story, right? So there's truths, there's half truths, there's everything has a mirror to it, right? So this is very important when we think about like karma and things of that nature. Sorry, my dog's about to eat something else. Sorry about that. So this is really important when we think about karma and things like that, because the law of polarity, you know, just like when we hear a story like so-and-so did this, we're really getting the half truth. There's always a mirror. There's always two sides to every story. And also there's always a mirror to the way like things we put out there coming back to us. So the law of polarity is really practicing. It's not really like this, the sixth law, cause and effect, but it holds a lot of deep karma, in my opinion, right? There's always two sides to every story. There's always, to every action, there is a reaction. So it causes us to really think before reacting, right? So when I was going through a difficult time in like 2020, I was being attacked online by some crazy woman I had never met. She was posting stuff on her Facebook wall, trying to get people to target me, just a nutcase. I knew that she was going to reap some karmic effect and I wouldn't have to do anything. And she did. And so whenever something happens to me, I know that I don't have to do anything to counteract that, because it's naturally going to have a karmic effect on the other person, cause and effect. So instead of reacting to someone's actions that may be negative, I don't react at all. Excuse me one sec, you guys. Sorry about this. Hey. Okay, sorry you guys. Maverick wants to sit this out and do the rest of them with us so he doesn't act cruel. Okay, so I think we're on number 5, which is rhythm. So again, with the chakras, right? Rhythm is moving the body. It's chi, like when we think of Tai Chi, when we think of the rainbow and the different colors of the rainbow, and body movement and the chakras, aligning the chakras. Rhythm is always remembering that change is around the corner. And the way we can evoke this change is to move, right? So it's about embracing change. So the 5th Hermetic principle is essentially about embracing change. I have a little white dog too. He's over here. He's 22. So the 5th Hermetic principle is the law of rhythm. The 6th Hermetic principle, and this is really the one, I love you too. This is really the one that I think people compare to karma. It is, you smell like onions. It is the law of cause and effect. So The law of cause and effect really states that for every action taken, there is going to be some type of effect or reaction that happens. And if not by the other person or the other party, karmically. That is the sixth Hermetic law, the law of cause and effect. So, for example, if you think someone's blocking your money, maybe it's your ex-husband or something, and really no one can block your money but you. If you think that's happening, then the effect could be that they go through a 7-year turn of not earning an income or really bad health or really, shitty relationships or something of that nature. The seventh Hermetic principle, and for Facebook purposes, I can't say what it's called on here, so I'm going to call it yin and yang. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay, you need to stop. Sorry, you guys. He's barking at the corner over there, and there's nothing there, so I'm not sure really what's going on. Maybe a spirit. Anyway, the seventh Hermetic principle it's actually called the law of gender, and it's about yin and yang, feminine and masculine energies, and how there should always be a balance within those, the yin-yang symbol. And the way we do that is to get into the feminine energy. There's things you can do like wearing dress, wearing, essential oils, but we allow ourselves to receive. And to be in the masculine energy, we allow ourselves to give. So the feminine, the yin yang is what I'm going to call it, instead of calling it the law of gender. It's really about balancing the masculine and feminine energies together, and really to create more abundance in every area of your life, not just in money, but in peace from within and within the realm of beauty. Have you ever seen a woman that's in her masculine energy, like overload? That's a woman who is not balanced. She doesn't hold yin and yang. Or a woman that can't do anything for herself, can't make a dollar by herself, can't clean the house by herself, can't do anything. She's way too much in her yin energy, her feminine energy. So the seventh law of Hermetics is the law of gender. So, I wanted to share these with you. I think, the law of mentalism, the law of correspondence, the law of vibration, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect, the law of gender. I think all of these hold valuable principles in the way we should live our lives. And many of you may think, well, I live my life by the Bible. That's fine. I grew up Christian. I can recite, the whole first chapter of Genesis and the fasting prayer and Matthew and all of that. That's fine. You do you. But embracing these 7 Hermetic principles, no matter what religion you are, really can help you open yourself to an entire world and way of thinking that really can make anything possible in your life. And I'm gonna share an example of this. I saw a home. It looks like a huge tree house built into the side of the mountain. I think it's in Santa Fe or something, or in New Mexico or something. And I saw it last night and I was like, oh my God, dream, like dream. And I live in a freaking beautiful home right now. Oh my gosh, like I love this home more than any home I've ever lived in. But just putting it out there to the universe, practicing that law of mentalism, like, wow, I see this, I want this, is a way of manifesting. And I am a manifesting generator, so I can manifest very quickly. But even prior to me moving here, and this is what some of you could be doing that's quite negative in a sense. If you are a really good manifester like I am, before moving here, I was looking at Adobe homes all over. I've always wanted to live in like an Adobe style home, beehive fireplaces. There's 2 of them in the house. And I manifested myself like being like forced to move very quickly. So, we can manifest even too quickly when we want to, right? But, I thought I would share these principles with you because they really helped me during a dark time. It's funny, I had read the Kabbalion when I was 16 years old, and I didn't put even 2 cents into it. I think one of my girlfriends, her adopted father was a professor, and I was always like addicted to like his brain, and he gave me the book. He thought I would get some value out of the book. And I was like, okay, whatever. Read the book, didn't think anything of it, and then brought the book back out in 2020. And it really had a profound effect in helping me, aiding me along my journey during a difficult time, breakup I had held on to that happened in 2017. And, all this other stuff I was going, attacks online, cyber stalker, like all this stuff I was going through. It really, really helped me starting a second business, everything. So I think these principles are important to carry in everyday life. And if you guys have any questions, and thank you for all the hearts, thank you for all the love, please share with me in the comments below. Ask your question, whether it's on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, here on Facebook, whatever. And I will definitely answer to the best of my ability. My first passion in love is in holistic health, wellness, veganism. I've written 3 books in that, have a YouTube channel with over 4 million views on that. But spirituality has been something as a Pisces that, of course, is a natural progression for me. And I find books like the Emerald Tablets and the Kabbalion and books on Greek mythology and things like that so very fascinating. I absorb them like a sponge, and I think that all of you could gain some wisdom and maybe take or leave some principles for yourself as well. So I hope this helped you in some way. I'm going to log off here on TikTok and log off on Instagram, and I'm going to answer some questions on Facebook. I hope that helps. Bye. Maverick, you are so bad. Okay, so let's see. We have Boston, Mass. Hi, hello. Hello. We are talking about the 7 Hermetic principles. So I hope that this helped you guys. I'm going to log off now. And yeah, I just hope you guys gain something from this. I really find that following the 7 Hermetic principles really helps me in every single area of my life. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you next week. And if you could, subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels, Andrea Cox TV for health and wellness, and the Detox Intuitive for spirituality. I have no idea what my dog is barking at. Like, he's barking at a corner, literally. I don't know. Bye. Oh my gosh, you're so bad. Like, seriously? The worst. Oh goodness. Okay.